Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that Takumi was exhausting himself with a heck ton of workload, and girls saw this, and were quite concerned about his health. So Sophia even went to Mulan to see if she has a slave with alchemist skill, but sadly she didn't have one, and on the other hand, the king wished to meet Takumi. So Takumi prepared a good carriage with interiors in it. With it they arrived at the capital, and the meeting was arranged in 5 days, so Papik thought they should gift this carriage to the king. Takumi liked the idea but hadn't had any assistant, so Sophia took him to bargain. He was a slave trader in capital, and he had a girl named Revia. She was a novice in alchemist, and she was rejected quite a few times, since no one wants to spend their time teaching a novice, and this time she thought she would be rejected too. But Takumi chose to buy her, and that's how Reva begins her new life under Takumi. So now, as the story continues, Takumi makes the outer layer of the new carriage through alchemy circle. Seeing it, Reva was astonished, and Takumi was teaching the ropes of how he did that. He thinks Revia will do a better job once she learns it, and she also has the quality to understand all. Seeing that, Sophia was relieved that Takumi was finally getting some help, and after 5 days, it was time to meet the king and gift him the carriage. And just then an old man came in to admire the work. It was the king himself, and Takumi got a huge setback from this, but the king was really an open-minded guy, because he thought having a meeting in a closed-packed room is just too old-fashioned. So he doesn't want that sort of formality with the audience, as he himself was excited to meet the rising alchemist of their kingdom, who solved the problem of sewage in his kingdom. The king had wished to officially award Takumi for his effort and even grant a peerage, but it would attract problems, so he couldn't. Takumi was grateful that the king was saving him from the Sidonia Empire, and after that he took his leave, but the king tells his 2 trusted assistants to keep Takumi's visit a complete secret, because the Church of Light would surely make their move. Then, Takumi bought the mansion which he was renting from Paypek, but after that girls refused to take their wages. They were satisfied with whatever Takumi was providing them, yet Takumi told them to take it and save it for the future. But as an elf, Sophia stated that she would outlive him, which is why she wishes to spend her days guarding Takumi's grave, and Maria said she wants her grave next to Takumi, then away from there. The Princess of Sidonia saw the sewage cleaning artifact Takumi made, and she got pissed because divine purification skill was used for such a thing, so she regards it as evil. But then the non-believer of the fake god decided to kill the heretic, and the heretic was on the guild and registered Reva as an adventurer. But apart from that, receptionist asks Takumi to decide on a party name. Every first-class party got to decide an official name, but Takumi thinks he's nothing alike his friends from Lion Fong, that he should name his party, but Guild Master promised to put him into shape so that he could be the best frontliner in fight. He kept on swinging Takumi like a washing cloth and asked him to think of a name at the same time. For every stupid and idiotic name Takumi came up with, he got a super body slam. That's how Takumi was thrown back and forth. And after a good beating, he tells this to his girls, that they have to come up with a party name, but coming up with a cool, suitable name was challenging. Plus, there should be no toilet in their name. And there Sophia was quite ticked that Guild Master beat Takumi so much, so Takumi told her that it turned out in his favor, since he got a nice level up from that beating, but 10 months in future. Those summoned heroes of the Sidonia were doing great with their training. One of them was showing nice improvement in fight, but another was a lowlife as he was trying to hit on his friend. That girl flatly rejected his invitation because she saw her friend has become more evil. And even this Sidonia Empire is messed up that they think Goddess and not created humans to rule over every other species like elves, beasts, men, and so on. So she did some digging and found Barkula Empire has Church of Creation, where they teach that every species have equal rights in Goddess Nalan's eye. As for Takumi, he gives a staff and a ring to Reva for her magic casting. Furthermore, he had even made some weapons for Maple. So after that he returns to his beating time with the Guild Master, because the training and name-seeking were still ongoing. Takumi expected Sophia to hurt the Guild Master, but instead she began lecturing him on how he should fight. And after a good beating up, Takumi was assigned an escort mission. It came from the Paypek company, and it was to Kilbus City. Traveling there takes 4 days, so normally Lion Fong does the escort job, but because they were unavailable the job was assigned to Takumi. They took off soon with a merchant, and the merchant was looking for milk and cheese from Kilbus City. Their way was nice and peaceful. But they saw goblins and bush wolves face to face for territory, so Camellia blasts them all out and makes their way to the city. They first sat around to eat the cheese-based items, and Takumi decided to purchase some cheese and milk for themselves. There, Takumi remembers how it's only been a few months since he got into this world, so he started getting that nostalgic feelings. But this milk and cheese reminds him of rice, and Sophia knows where the rice are found. It's also sold in the capital, so they missed out on that. This thing reminds Takumi of home, so he asks Sophia does she ever feel having nostalgic feelings of missing hometown food, but Sophia said her place is right here. For 50 years, she felt like a caged bird due to her curse, and Takumi was the one who gave her the wings again. So she doesn't want to go back her hometown anymore and stay beside Takumi. But the wing word strikes a good name in Takumi's mind, and he named their party Wings of Nalan, and it had a nice sound to it, so the party agreed. But as they got back home, poison mist paralyzed them, and the attackers tried to kill Takumi, but Maple unarmed the attackers, and Takumi quickly took care of them. He heals others with purification, and revealed that he and Maple have poison and paralysis-resistant skills. Maple knew they were inside, which is why she went into pocket dimensions before they entered the house, and Takumi and Guildmaster both knew it was Sidonia behind all of this. But our episode 8 ends right there, so stay tuned to watch another episode of this anime, and for that subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Till then, take care.